Nigeria has begun the construction of its Eastern Railway, which will link 14 states. In terms of the economy, railways play a major role in integrating markets and increasing trade in any country. And across the borders, in the last 2 decades, Africa has been on a railway rush after 53 African presidents under the African Union signed a pact to promote railway development and conceptualized the African Integrated High-Speed Railway Network. African countries have been expanding their rail network. Now more than ever, a fast-growing demographic and large-scale urbanization, as well as the increase in inter-regional and international trade, has increased the need for railway development in Africa. Rail transport is a preferred means of transport by governments and traders, as it is energy efficient, reliable, and cost-effective, especially in the transport of bulk goods. In comparison to other means of transport, railways are particularly more useful in mass transit systems for both intercity and urban settings, since they can hold more people and goods compared to other transport means. Nigeria is no stranger to the railway line construction concept, as it has previously completed the Abuja-Kaduna rail line and Lagos-Ibadan rail line, with work on a $1.8 billion line that will link the northern trading hub of Kano to the town of Marandi in neighboring Niger. Various other railway line construction projects like the Lagos-Calabar railway line and other construction in Nigeria. And yet again, this African economic powerhouse has begun the construction of its Eastern Railway, which will link up 14 states, which will cost $3.02 billion. Hello viewers, and welcome to our channel. And if you're new here, please do subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos. In this video, we'll be telling you about the ongoing Eastern Railway construction in Nigeria, which will link 14 states upon completion. About the project. The federal government has kick-started a $3 billion worth rehabilitation and construction of the Eastern Railway line that links major cities across the country. The rail line is expected to move from Bonny Port to Port Harcourt in Rivers State, and when completed, would connect Rivers, Abia, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, Benue, Nasarawa, Plateau, Kaduna, Bauchi, Gombe, Yobe, and Borno states by rail. The total distance expected to be covered by the rail tracks is 1,443 kilometers. The project, which marks the latest step in an ambitious plan to create a nationwide rail network intended to help accelerate Nigeria's economic diversification plan away from crude oil, will involve the revamping of a dilapidated 1,443 kilometers line that starts from the southeastern oil hub of Port Harcourt and terminates at the northeastern city of Maiduguri. The approval of this ambitious project by the federal government came as a huge relief to agitators from that region who complained about being left behind in the current administration's railway modernization projects, as rail projects are going on in other regions and none had taken off in the eastern region. The President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, expressed his administration's engagement to carry out this project, stating that it would stimulate economic activities in 14 states. Meanwhile, the Minister of Transport, Honorable Rotimi Amechi, elaborated on this, that the $1.96 billion Port Harcourt-Maiduguri Eastern Railway Corridor would also link the 5 southeast states of Abia, Anambra, Imo, Ebonyi, and Enugu, as well as 9 others, which are Rivers, Nasarawa, Benue, Plateau, Kaduna, Yobe, Borno, Bauchi, and Gombe. Project financing and contractors involved. China Civil Engineering Construction, or CCECC, a subsidiary of China Railway Construction, the CRCC, was awarded the contract worth $3.02 billion for work on the Nigerian Eastern Railway from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri in Nigeria. On behalf of the Nigerian government, the Federal Ministry of Transportation handed over the contract to the company. Therefore, the Nigerian Subsidiary Engineering Company will serve as the main contractor in carrying out this project. However, the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, explained that the federal government is expected to provide about 15% of the needed funds for the rehabilitation and reconstruction of the Port Harcourt-Maiduguri rail line, while the outstanding balance will be coming from a syndicate of Chinese financiers. Start date and deadline to the Eastern Railway Line project. The federal government of Nigeria endorsed the project, which began on the 10th of March 2021, having already secured the $3.02 billion budget for the contractors to begin rehabilitation and reconstruction of the Eastern Railway Line. Commencement of the technical aspects of the projects starts from the southeastern oil hub of Port Harcourt and would be completed at the terminals of the northeastern city of Maiduguri. Upon completion, Nigeria's industrial and agricultural hubs would be linked thus facilitating the easy movement of people, goods and services. Upon inspection of the project later in 2021, Rotimi Amechi, the Minister of Transportation, said the expectation is that the laying of rail tracks may get to the Enugu state capital by September 2022. Expectations of the Eastern Railway Line project. Upon completion, the project will be interconnected with standard gauge railways and will also connect ports and important cities in the country. It is also claimed to be a vital component of the Nigerian railway network. It will also help to speed up industrialization and urbanization in the country and promote development and usage of resources along the route. The China Civil Engineering Construction Corps said, along the proposed Nigerian backbone railway network, with 3 vertical and 5 horizontal railways, there are cities and towns with great potential for industrial development, active commercial activities, and abundant tourism resources. Therefore, having strong demand for passenger and freight transport, as such, these projects comes timely to curb down the mass needs for transportation, trade, and general commerce. Setback to the project. The location of the project is a hub for abductions, armed robbery attacks, and petty theft attempts. There had been recent attacks on the railway facility linking Abuja, Kaduna, where bandits abducted home passengers and killed at least 8 others. The Minister of Transport hinted that some of the stations where passengers will join the train or disembark are yet to be approved by the Federal Executive Council. He equally noted that whenever standard gauges are to be constructed on the line, it should be built in such a way that the narrow gauge and standard gauge should share the same infrastructure, whereas this has been a technical feat to achieve in this project. The role of nighttime security cannot be overstated, as it is required to forestall any form of delay that may arise as a result of agitations from locals or various forms of criminal attacks. That brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to our channel for more related contents. Also, if you found this video interesting, do like it and share it with your friends.